The desert comes alive after dark, crawling with some of the creepiest creatures you can imagine. Neon glowing scorpions, hairy wolf spiders, slithering snakes, and armored lizards might look like monsters, but are they really? Tonight we're getting up close to find out. Can we make friends with some of the Sonoran Desert's scariest critters, or will this night end in disaster? Shine a flashlight across the sand and you might see dozens of glowing eyes are watching you in the dark. Take a closer look and you'll find the wolf spider, named for the way it stalks and pounces just like a wolf. Creepy? Definitely. Dangerous? Not really. Their bite is no worse than a bee sting. So what happens when we let one crawl across our hands, or even one of our faces?
God,
There's a wolf spider on Jack's head. We were trying to figure out where it went, and we found it on his face.
You hold them on your head.
Yeah. I want to hold them in my head a long time.
You want to hold them on your head a long time?
Like when you go here.
You want me to let them go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns out these monsters are just curious explorers of the night. Commonly feared? Yes. Surprisingly friendly? Check. But this next critter packs a sting way worse than this spider's bite. Check this out. Under UV light, scorpions glow like neon signs. One of the desert's coolest tricks. Here's the Arizona bark scorpion, North America's most venomous scorpion. Its sting way sharper than a bee sting. But just because they can sting, does it mean they will? We start by holding one safely by the stinger, but watch out for those pinchers. Next, we let go. Will it sting us or just crawl across our hands? Watch closely.
Pressure on him. If you put pressure on him, that's when he'll try stinging. But since you have him nice and gently on your hand, he's just exploring. So you don't want to pinch him in between your fingers or anything.
No sting at all. Respect them and they'll respect you back. Tiny predators, fascinating and surprisingly friendly. But not every desert critter is nightmare fuel. Some are downright adorable. Down low in the sand, we find the puppy dog of the desert lizards, a banded gecko. Some are boldly striped, others speckled, but all have striking patterns, just like their pet-friendly cousin, the leopard gecko. Totally harmless, super curious, and yes, ridiculously cute. They even store fat in their tails like a built-in snack pack for survival. And if a predator grabs them, they'll drop the tail and escape. So if you ever find one, be gentle. These guys might be cuties, but we are about to face a creature commonly feared by many. Slithering across the dirt, we spot not one, but two long-nosed snakes. With their bold colors, they're often mistaken for venomous coral snakes. But remember the rhyme, red touches black, friend of Jack. These slender hunters might look intimidating, but they're completely non-venomous. Calm, curious, and unlikely to bite. They're a reminder that even the desert's scariest predators can be friendly. But what if a snake is venomous? Would it still be our friend? Here's the glossy snake, also called a night snake. With shiny, polished scales, it almost looks mystical. And yes, it does have venom. But here's the catch. It's mild, rear-fanged, and would have to chew to inject it. Even then, it's weaker than a bee sting. Handled gently, this sleek night hunter is shy, calm, and surprisingly friendly. But this next one's actually a little more dangerous than you might think at first glance. Here's a desert heavyweight, the Colorado river toad. They may look like gentle giants, but those bumpy warts hide a secret. Powerful toxins. Touching them is fine, but if you're foolish enough to try to eat or lick one, it can be deadly. So keep your pets away. For us, it's just another reminder of how clever desert defenses can be. Just don't kiss them to find your Prince Charming and you'll be fine. But we might have met our match with this next one, when one of us gets bitten. This is a garter snake, usually one of the friendliest snakes you'll meet, but when our eager son reached in too quickly, chomp, 2 quick bites right on the hand. Don't worry, garter snakes are completely non-venomous. The bite looks scarier than it feels, more like a scratch than anything else. Like most garters, it would rather slither away than fight, but surprised and cornered, it lashed out. Once it realized we weren't a threat, it relaxed, got curious, and slipped peacefully back into the night. A perfect reminder, even wild animals have boundaries. Respect them and they'll respect you back. So can you be friends with a snake that bites you? Turns out yes. Even with a bite, we still ended the night as friends. Coming up is a creature straight out of a sci-fi movie. But first, check out this spiked out desert warrior. The Arizona Spiny lizard. With bright blue scales on its belly and chin, this one's likely a male. At up to 11 inches long with spiny armor, it looks fierce, but it's completely harmless. We actually rescued this one from a cat, and once safe, it showed its true nature, curious, alert, and lightning fast. Just when you think the desert couldn't get creepier, we find one of its most misunderstood residents, the sulfugid, also called a sun spider, camel spider, or wind scorpion. Despite those spooky names and nightmarish looks, they aren't true spiders or scorpions. They're their own order of arachnids. With huge jaws and lightning speed, they look like nightmare fuel. Legends exaggerate them into giant monsters. In reality, they're only a few inches across, completely harmless and rarely aggressive. Just another reminder that even the scariest looking creatures can be friends, if you respect them. As a bonus encounter of the night, we came across a creature straight out of a horror story, inside our house! The Arizona Myotis Bat. Tiny acrobatics darting through the twilight, they're not bloodsuckers like you might think, but insect hunters, snatching bugs right out of the air. Far from frightening, they're shy, gentle, and some of the desert's best pest control. Another unexpected friend to add to our list.